resistência urbana. Well, I had to record this in a very awkward position here where I am. Well, the latest 10 hours has been a major revelation and in Mozambican politics, not only in Mozambique politics but also in South Africa, mafia, ANC government. But what's quite interesting is the revelations these two public figures in Mozambique, both of them are professors, but with different angle, different view, different approaches. He comes with a very they bring out, unravel out something quite interesting in themselves. They are not realizing what they are talking about. He's just telling us what we all know. What is the real issue? We still colonized by Europeans. That we need to be clear in our minds. All we Africans, we still controlled by the Europeans. Basically, what the revelation said, Mr. Ngwenya, Professor Ngwenya, said that, if I understood correctly, if I'm wrong, but I'm quite 100%, because if you have been watching my last two videos, you know I'm in the front of this volcano, this political volcano. Even I'm not in the country, I am in the diaspora. And here corroborates something very interesting, that the United States, Britain, France, Portugal, all the European community, including Russia and all the main international partners of Mozambique, they want Venus to be excluded at all the costs from any advice and influence from the European Union, because even with the sanctions, European Union makes a lot of money. Sanctions make money for those who apply as sanctions, because instead rob us directly, they rob us indirectly. But in the case of Mozambique, it's quite interesting, because the Europeans, they are not realize the situation is gonna get ugly to a point where the people in the country will not have another way to go violent to an extreme where killing the leadership of Frelimo will be a necessity for the country change. This is the truth. And many people, they are not reading these messages of these two professors, Rosario and Severino. The message is very simple. And one of the things is the Professor Rosario said is they don't realize even the people they employ, the bodyguards, they have enough. Only needs is somebody with the guts and a storm, even from the army, from the police, whatever institution, storm against them. But here reminds me something very interesting is both of them, when they talk, they seem on the same line, but over sadly there is a departure point where one goes to the left and the center left, and the other one goes to the center right. So here is a big mystery. Why these two individuals at a certain stage they just go in different lines? Well, here is what in politics been played always special, and is called democracies. I should be in my way home. Just stop to do this video, Jesus Christ. But I have to do because before I lose this thought. The issue here is about sustainability, personal sustainability, and egos. Both of them get the point where you see they are wondering about what I'll make of this when they refer to the past, to the present, and the future. Is I've been financed by Frelimo, so let me do my shit and don't care about the people. I can speak sweet, I can speak nice, but in the day, the people on the streets of Mozambique, Malawi has done well, Zambia has done well. The people have to be the people that are gonna decide it. And the problem here is when as you start talking, I start making noise, and the Europeans, they're not realize they have a tick bomb. Their investments, they're gonna suffer because it's not sustained to do something that we all know, because we saw what happened to MDC in Zimbabwe. We saw what happened to COP in South Africa. We saw in Angola. We saw in many other parts. So Mozambique right now, it seems like Frelimo had the control of the situation, but in reality there is no control of situation here. There is a very, very nasty situation, and that situation will go out of control anytime. Even Frelimo have this policy killing, the select and kill to avoid people talk. Venancio, he seems like now himself has realized he needs to associate with those who previous he said, oh no, those ones, they're full of problems. Now he realized I'm talking those parties, the Democratic Alliance, somebody's calling me. I don't know why he does not understand. Yeah, it's fact. Violence is on the rise, man. Even I put my head now, I was trying to think. I was in the office trying to think, and then walking, say, no, I'll let this video, let me think. And I start to realize what happened in Pinda, what happened in Cuba, what happened on all north of Mozambique. And then now I start to realize how deep the problem is. And Frelimo have to go with fire. Frelimo will not go with conversation, with accepting reality. Is this dialogue is the best way of settle political differences and take it. Frelimo wanted the fight, and this is going to take us to violence, a deep violence. Anyway, I know Venancio is trying to avoid death because that was the failure. The reason why he failed is these belief people, they will die. But as a politician, you can't choose. There is no choice. If it have to happen, it have to happen. Anyway, this is my short reflection about these two individuals. I don't call them intellectuals because they're quite funny figures, but quite interesting revelations they've done. I think Roberto Timbana, when done the question to Severino Nguenya, he had enough. Because remember, Roberto Timbana is an economist, a very well-known economist, especially in Ghana, in other places. He had enough, because we know he talks is not a member of Venancio, but is ally of Venancio, is an advisor of Venancio. And here was the you like.